Hey guys, Epoch here, and I'm making a quick new player slash tutorial guide on how to access ZeroSum's GTA 5 RP server. If you're watching this video, then that means that you already are in the Discord. So first thing all new players need to do is look over the server rules. They're an integral part to ZeroSum's server, because without them, we're just playing GTA Online. If you read through these, they're all pretty self-explanatory, and they leave no gray area for you in the server itself. So if you get caught doing something you're not supposed to do and you say, well, I didn't know that was wrong, well, if you had read through the rules, you would know that it was. So after looking through the rules and understanding them, the next thing to do is go to the important links section. And what you need to do is open up the ZeroSum's forms. Here, you will need to sign up and create a new account. You can do it like this, or you can log in with Discord. So once you've created your account, you have to have your Discord linked to the forms itself, which you can do right here. Without this link, there's no way for you to access the server, because a bot will give you a civilian tag within the Discord itself, and without this tag, there's no possible way for you to get access to ZeroSum's live server. Also, in the forums itself, you will see that this is where you're going to apply for most everything within the server. If you want to be a police officer, a fire and rescue, SADOT, you want to own a business, all of this stuff is going to be located here within the forums, even the gang applications. With that said as well, DOJ is also going to be posted in here. Any information that you guys are going to need as far as civil cases, criminal cases, or DOJ applications for that matter are going to be located here, so I would recommend keeping an eye on all of this stuff. Not to mention that, but the devs post most of the patch notes here and anything that they're currently working on, and it's just a good thing to look over. If you have any menial questions, the general discussion is a good place also to put it. It's a lot of people just kind of communicating within here. Once you have your form account created and it's linked to the Discord, we can move on to the next step, which would be installing the TeamSpeak 3 and Salty Chat plugin for TeamSpeak. Without these two, there's no way for you to communicate in our server. I'm not going to go through how to download both of them, as they're pretty straightforward and easy. And if you use this Salty Chat link right here, it literally takes you to an automatic download, and you literally just put it right, you install it right onto the TeamSpeak client itself. We've also created a ZeroSum Launcher, which I currently have, and it's a simple one-click, easy-to-use application that sends you to this, and you click this Play ZeroSum button right here, and provided you have your Steam account open and active, it will automatically connect you to the server, provided the server is online. Without the Steam account being on, it will reject your admission into the server. So make sure that you have your Steam app open and online. We also have a civilian command and keybind sheet. This needs to be updated a little bit. Not everything in here is working as the commands are saying, but most of it is holding true and will be updated in the future. Anything that I might have missed within this video will be in the ZeroSum new player guide, which is also located in the important links section. It's basically going to be exactly what I'm saying right now in this video, except for written down on paper. So once you have TeamSpeak installed and the launcher itself installed, the next thing that you're going to want to do is open them both up. So once you have TeamSpeak and Salty Chat and the launcher downloaded onto your PC, the next thing you want to do is connect to the TeamSpeak server itself. The server info is going to be located right here in server info on the Discord. It'll be your TeamSpeak 3 server address. Once you've added that information in and connected to the server, you'll see that you'll be located in the train station. Before you do anything, click on your plugins to make sure that Salty Chat is here. It's an automated plugin. You don't have to do anything with it. Just make sure that it's here in your plugins. Before I actually launch into the server itself, I make sure to mute the speaker button here. You don't have to, but it's something that I do, because if you don't do it before you launch in, you have to go back to it and click this button twice to make sure that you aren't AFK. It's a thing that Salty Chat does. So before launching this, always click the speaker button here to make sure you're muted like so, or deafened. So when you click the Play ZeroSum on the launcher, it will bring you to a web address like this. And you just click Open 5M. And as you can see, it will just automatically direct you to ZeroSum's GTA 5 RP server. As you can see, this will be the screen that you get if you don't have yourself muted. If for whatever reason you do not have yourself deafened, you will just have to click the speaker button a couple times, and then that screen, the prompt will disappear. We are now moving on to the character creation part of the video. This will be the screen that you get, and on the top left hand corner you'll have the prompt where you can hit enter to create new character. The ESX identity character registration will then pop up, and you can type in your character's first name, last name, and date of birth. With that being said, I'll just type in some yada yada because this is just a throwaway character. A little bit of information with the date of birth is it has to be within reason. You can't create a ped that's 120 years old. The server just won't let you do it. So let's say I decide I want to be, born in 1920. February 27th of 1928. I set my height, male or female, and I hit submit. As you can see, the submit button does not work. Your character has to be an age that is reasonable. So once you've decided the name and the date of birth and the sex of your character, you'll come to this screen here. Just hold on, don't hit anything, because if you hit enter or right click, it could kick you out of the ped customization part of the process when joining the server. So after a little bit of time, you will see that you will get a skin menu. And this is essentially where you're going to create your character from top to bottom. Now, because I already have characters created, what it ends up doing is it puts the last ped created on the screen. So you won't see this. But if you do have a ped that's already created and you're seeing this screen, no worries, because you can come down here and take all of the stuff off that you don't want. So to start off with the skin menu itself, again, I can't stress this enough. Do not hit the enter button when creating this or right click, because it will kick you out of the skin menu and then your ped will end up being something that you don't want it to be, which then you have to log off the server, log back on, delete that ped, and create a new one. The mom's face and dad's face are kind of a quick how-to guide on, just to kind of change the facial structure of your ped to begin with. And then you can change the resemblance of what your ped wants to resemble more, the mother or father. But the meat and bones of your ped creation is going to be here with the nose width, peak height. It's a very in-depth process, and I suggest taking some time to create a character that you're going to be happy with. Once you've decided on the hair color, facial structure, and all that stuff, you can also come down here and choose what clothes you want to start off in the city with. Once you've decided upon the look of your ped, the next thing to do is simply just hit the enter button. Now, with this being said, if you open up your map, you will see that you have spawned at a hotel. For all new players and all new peds that are created, there are 3 different locations that you will spawn at. This hotel down here, this one over here, and this top one up by Vinewood. As you can see, my new ped spawned at the Vinewood one. These are the only 3 locations that new peds will be spawning. With that being said, this hotel room will always be yours. You don't have to pay for it. It does have a closet and storage. And you can always come back to this specific hotel if you ever need a place to put anything. None of the 3 hotels have garages in them. So if you decide that you're going to buy a car and you want to fly out of the city, bringing your car here and parking it isn't the best idea. You're going to want to put it in one of the parking garages. The biggest thing that I can provide to new players to the server is showing you how to open up your blips. As you can see, there really isn't much on the maps currently the way it is. So if you flex your F1 muscle and you go to blips, you can open up all this stuff on your map. I would recommend opening up your state info, shops, jobs, and clothing shops. As you can see now that I open up the map, there's tons of new stuff that's added to the map itself. If you hit your F2, you will see that this will open up your inventory. As you can see, you have nothing. You don't have a phone, you don't have any cash on you, you have nothing. All new players start off in the city with $5,000, and that's located at the banks. You don't see any on the maps right now because I don't believe I have them on the blips. So to get some cash in your pocket, you're going to want to run to one of the banks, and you're also going to want to find one of the storefronts that's going to be able to sell you a phone. With all the information that I have now provided to you, you should be ready to rock and roll and join the server and RP to your heart's content. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever after watching this video that hasn't been answered and that you can't get within the new player guide, put in a ticket. Our community support, they're all very, very awesome people and are willing to help in any way that they can possibly help you. With that being said, you're ready to rock and roll, and please enjoy ZeroSum GTA 5 RP.